Good morning. This is Wende Henley with the Bedford Area Chamber Vibes. Morning Vibes coming at you with Woody Watts, Watts Creative Studio. How are you, Woody?
Man, I'm good on the fade out this morning. Listen to this. See?
Let me hear it. What do you got?
Right there, fading in. Oh, look at that.
Fading in. I'm telling you, the music was right on today. I don't know if people recognize it. I did.
I've had my coffee and my monster drink. That's why.
Oh, my goodness. Double whammy. Yep. Got the caffeine
I'll
going.
have a heart attack later today. But
don't, no. God forbid. God forbid. Don't say stuff like that. Words have power. So, oh my gosh, it's Wednesday. It's hump day. It's so fun day. I love Wednesdays. You know, it's just midweek and you feel like, this week is kind of weird because when you get started on a Tuesday and it feels like a Monday, you know, that's tough. Because you just all day long, you're thinking it's Monday, but it's really Tuesday.
Yeah, I'm out of my loop right now. So
it feels like a Tuesday today, but it's really a Wednesday. But I do love Wednesdays and Fridays are my fave. So what's going on in your world?
Well, we had a successful 4th of July D-Day live. Oh,
What'd you just do? You just dropped something. Are we still on? Are we live?
Yeah, we are live.
Woody,
okay.
For people that you can't see us, okay? But something, what was it?
I had a spider.
Okay, yeah.
Wanted to talk to me and it came on my hat. Okay, so we had... Here we go. Wow.
I'm glad it was you. I'm sorry, but I'm glad it was you and not me.
Yeah. So we had a successful 4th of July D-Day fireworks show here in town. I mean, we launched the fireworks from D-Day, Town of Bedford did, and we live streamed them from up there at the memorial. But they were beautiful show, beautiful finale, beautiful weather. It was just a wonderful. That was on
it
Sunday.
Was, you know, after everything cleared out, the weather was just prime for fireworks and for outside.
It was great.
Outdoors.
You know what's fun is when I get to do the live stream, is I get to go up there and see them loading the show, talk to the guy that does the company, and then when you set up the camera, you get to just kind of see everybody's reactions to the show, and when you have the camera set up. And with the sound of the microphone, you get to hear the frogs in the background. You get to hear the other fireworks going on, people cheering. And it's just it's just everything you wanted it to be. It is.
Like
it's
community
small town
coming together.
Yeah. It couldn't get any. It's just wonderful. So that was wonderful on the 3rd for the town. And
yes.
There you go. So that's... Yeah. Town of Bedford always puts on a good show. They
do every year. It's never going to disappoint. And just a wonderful, wonderful time all around. Community coming together for sure. And you got it all on video.
I did. I live stream. Yeah, we got up here.
Can people see it again?
They can. It's on the town's Facebook page.
Okay.
What people don't realize, this is a little behind the scenes, is that the reason it's done on July the 3rd, because I know people are like, well, why is it done on the 4th? Well, there's a couple reasons. Is that one, it's much more affordable on the 3rd because the fireworks company, you know, they are in demand on the actual 4th. So it is a lot. It's way more affordable to do it on the 3rd. And, you know, employees, like we are here. Gosh, I mean, we got up here 2-3 o'clock that afternoon and didn't get home till after 10:30. So it's a full day of work prepping for this thing. And so it's like, you know, it's always nice for the families, the staff to be home on the 4th with their family. So that's kind of why the show, I don't think people realize that you don't just show up 10 minutes before the fireworks and you're done. It really, there's a lot of staff, expect DW. He is kind of coordinating it the whole day. So he's up here middle of afternoon, making sure everything's okay, bringing everybody. He has coolers on back of the truck. He's making sure everybody's hydrated, needs anything, and then we're up here filming, setting up, lining up, and it's a whole day. It was about a 9-hour day on a Sunday, but it's a fun day. It's just, you know, most people see the show and they're like, you know, they think it's done.
Done in like no time, just thrown together.
And D-Day, they're up there. I mean, they're up there all day. They're even there before we are. So.
Just getting everything prepared.
But it's a wonderful day, fun day. I mean, it's not a bad day. It's just it's always nice for people to kind of see the behind the scenes so that they can. It adds another layer of appreciation. When you know that, man, there's a lot of people doing a lot of things on this day for this to happen. So.
Oh yeah, and then it just all comes together, and is a beautiful celebration. And a lot to celebrate because, Bedford has an anniversary this year too.
Oh, that's right.
So it's a lot to celebrate, So and we feel appreciative of everybody that went before us to make this town and this community what it is today.
Yeah.
Very blessed. Well, so speaking of celebration days, what do we have? What else do we have to celebrate, Woody?
All right, there's two. The first one is it's National Fried Chicken Day.
National Fried Chicken Day.
Fried Chicken Day. I haven't had fried chicken. I don't know how long.
Really? Yeah. I eat a lot of chicken.
All right, and then there's another. I need more information on this. National Hand Roll Day. So this is it's like sushi.
Hand roll.
Now see, I can celebrate this.
You like sushi?
Oh, I love sushi.
A lot of people do.
Absolutely.
I don't really.
Oh man, okay. So I might celebrate this. Yeah. I was on the fence, but now that I know it means sushi or hand roll, then it's Japanese sushi hand rolls. So
okay.
There we go.
There we go. National Hand Roll Day.
It says if you've never had a hand roll, July 6th is the day to try your first. So head out to your favorite sushi restaurant and try one. So if you have not had sushi, today's the day.
Today's the
and listen,
day.
I'm going to be honest with you. This sounds kind of weird, but it's the truth.
Gosh.
If you've never had sushi and you kind of want to try it, like if you go to Kroger, right?
Yeah.
They have especially the one in Forest. They make their sushi fresh there, and it's really good. So if you've never had it, you don't want to go to a restaurant and try it, go over and just get like a California roll or something like that. It's
I would say start with a California roll. Something
basic. It's not too, but and try it. It's really good. Like after you've
what people the thing that when you first start, when you say sushi, okay. Yeah. Yes, it sounds fun. It sounds cool. But the first thing you think of is raw fish.
Yeah, you got to once you get past that, it's really good. Like you can eat a little bit of it and you're full. Yeah. It's like it
is very filling.
Yeah. And it's just kind of like one of those things, just like, man, this is a whole lot better than what I thought it would be.
I like the dips and like the little sauces and stuff like that.
If you want to stay away from the raw, there's always veggie, like you just get the veggie option, but you can get the tempura ones too that have like fried shrimp in them, and they've actually cooked the chicken in it, like teriyaki chicken. So, I mean, there are options. So if you go, again, a restaurant would be ideal, like Kings Island or something. But if you go to Kroger, you can look for like a tempura roll or I know they have like an avocado cucumber one that's really good. That's all veggie. So there's options, but just try out any of them and they're all good. So that's National
from Woody.
Hand Roll Day.
Woody is endorsing. We should have had like a sushi
breakfast. I don't know if I'm there.
Hey, right. We're not quite there.
I might eat it for lunch today, though. Now that I've talked about it, I might actually. I think I'll go get me a roll or two for lunch.
Needed a sponsor. Yep. Well, yeah, it's definitely something to try, I would say. I have had sushi, I will say, and some I like and some I don't. But I do like sushi grade, like I like blackened tuna and stuff like that. That's sushi grade. And just so wonderful.
A good place to, and this is not, we're not sponsored by that.
No, we are not sponsored, but maybe we could be later.
If you go to like a Kings Island in Lynchburg, or restaurant, I mean, it's really good. Like it's like you could get one or two rolls. And it's just a great, I mean, so like I encourage you, if you're on the fence, just go and try one, and then I guarantee you will enjoy it.
I might have to have some sushi, not for lunch because nobody around here has it, but maybe dinner.
Yeah, I don't. I've had Walmart sushi. I mean, it's good.
Fish is healthy for you. So I'm just going to say, let's talk about fish. Fish is the way to go. And summertime is the best time.
Fresh Market in Lynchburg, they make it fresh there too. So
yeah, they're so, you can get a lot of fresh fish.
If there's any Bedford, I'm trying to think. Let me effort.
Yes.
And let me see what good sushi places are in Bedford. I'll scout them out today. Don't worry.
Scout those and let us know.
Yes, I will keep you informed.
Because there's fish everywhere.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you just gotta find out where you can get it.
So what's new with you, Wendy? You've got a lot going on.
Well, we have so much. I'll tell you, the summer ramps up, but then the fall just is insane. But it's always good and wonderful things for people to attend and connect and really help grow their business. But for the summertime, we still have our masterclass series going on. And that is this coming Monday is the last class of this series that we're doing. And we may do a 2.0 later, but this was a great masterclass. So I'm just appreciative to everyone that took part and really, I think, gleaned a lot from other CEOs and business owners. And so that was going on. Then we just wrapped up our job fair, which went fabulous. We had a ton of businesses out there, and everybody was able to really let people know who they are and what jobs were open. And these are great career opportunities. So people really can still find out on our website, contact us, and we'll be sure to direct you. And still on our Facebook page too, all the businesses that we're hiring. So that's still out there. We're gearing up. We have our Somerset Festival series going on at the YMCA every third Friday throughout the whole summer. That's our Live at 5 event. So that's this coming, not this week, but next week on the 15th, we'll be at the YMCA for our Live at 5. And right after that, it kind of just moves right in, segues right on into the Somerset Festival series where they've got the bands and the food trucks and everything going on for kids. It's family fun. So you want to come out and be a part of that. Just write it on your calendar. It's the third Friday for June, July, August. The Y will continue running it September and I believe October as well. So that's going to run through there. We finish up in August with the Chamber Live at 5s. Then we go into, we have our biggest event of the year, which is going to be September the 8th. And that is our annual gala. We'll be at Cedar Oaks Farm. You want to write this on your calendar. Annual gala where we celebrate Excellence in Business Awards. So we'll be giving those awards out, big awards, and we are adding CEO of the Year to one of the awards this year. So that's going to be fun. And we'll showcase our police awards too that we have. That's already been awarded, but we do want to honor them at that evening along with the other awards. So right now, people can send in their votes and really nominate who they think really stood out in 2021. So for these business awards, that is nonprofit of the year, small business of the year, large business of the year, agribusiness of the year. Then we have citizen of the year and rising star. And of course, like I said, we'll be adding in CEO, and then we have police officer awards as well. So I may have left out one.
Do you have like a Bigfoot category? I didn't hear one.
Well, you know that you would absolutely be nominated.
I'm just curious. I didn't see it on the form, so I'll write it in, I guess.
That's a lot of, and speaking of that though, I mean, yes, we want to really highlight and acknowledge these companies that stood out because, think about last year, it was still coming out of COVID and we had all of that going on. And the businesses, people can nominate anyone, but they do need to be a member of the Chamber of Commerce to win the category and to qualify. But the biggest, I guess, the way that you can really know that the business qualifies is how much they gave back to the community. So that weighs the heaviest on whether you're going to win or not. So you want to think about companies nonprofit of the year. I don't know if I said that one, but you want to think about who really stood out and gave back to the entire community, the whole region, really. And there was a lot. And so this is your opportunity to make an impact and really draw that attention to the business that really deserves it, And so this is a great way to give back to your community, is just nominating another business who deserves that recognition. So you've got time. We've gotten a few in right now. And so that will stay open. Those nominations will stay open through July. And then that will end the nomination period. And so, yeah, exciting things, man. We've had some great companies be awarded with these awards, and they love displaying these awards. They're very nice, and you get promotion throughout the whole community and all the media. So it's a great time of celebration that what everybody did together, because we're all better together and we're stronger together with a community that gives back. So we want to make sure that they are highlighted. So exciting. And it's a derby theme. So we want everybody to come out and dress out for the occasion. Bring your big hats, ladies, your gloves, the derby outfits, the whole thing. Guys, bow ties. I mean, it's going to be so much fun. And fall is like the best time to be outdoors. We'll be outdoors and indoors. We'll have some fun and games, and we will be awarding those awards. We'll have silent auction, all that. So September the 8th, you don't want to miss it. And we'll be at Cedar Oaks Farm in Bedford.
Great venue.
It is. It's right on.
It's really pretty.
Yes.
Easy. A lot of parking.
And they are just doing such a good job with that venue.
Yeah, it looks great.
Primarily used for big events like weddings.
Yeah.
And they are getting all of it set up. They've got this extra, they just built on next door for the brides, I believe, and for the grooms.
It's probably one of the most photogenic places too. Like you can go up there.
The backdrop, yes,
it's wonderful. We went up there for a wedding a couple months ago, and just they kind of thought of everything. The way the doors open for the venue, the space there, then where they get ready. It's just wonderful. And so if you haven't been, that's a good chance to go. Is at the gala. So go up there and kind of snoop around and take a look. So
we did our Christmas holiday market there last year, and it was a huge success. Tons of people, everybody loved it. But the biggest bang for their buck was that view and getting pictures. So that is something that we'll be doing that evening too, is making sure that we're getting pictures of everybody that comes in, and it will be just a huge celebration. You don't want to miss it, really and truly. And we'll look forward to seeing you there. That is, again, September the 8th annual gala. Business Excellence in Business Awards as well. But please don't forget, send in your nominations. If you would like to do that, you can do that. Go to our website, bedfordareachamber.com, and you can go to the event and you can look up and send in your nomination right there. So that we are excited about that. And many things are going on coming up. There's a lot of events. So if you want to make sure to keep abreast of all of that, all the events going on, you can look on our website. We also have the Bedford Tourism, which is the Welcome Center, Destination Bedford. Go to their site. They have a lot of events listed there too. So, I mean, if you're looking for stuff to do in the summer, there's a lot going on.
A lot of big things going on right now, huh?
It really is.
A lot of big things. Yeah.
Really?
A lot of things.
A lot of changes going on.
A lot of, just the seasons change.
Seasons change.
A lot of things.
Well,
so cool. Do you got any big summer plans, Wende? Anything happening? Anything going on with you that's cool? Like any trips, anything?
You know
planned?
what? I'm gonna be taking some little short trips.
Yeah, cool.
Definitely go back to the beach for sure. And yeah, I mean, every day's a new day, and seasons do change, and as the seasons change, you go with the change, right?
That's right.
Ignite your change. So speaking of that, there's a lot going on in my life. Just recently, I have made a big change in my life and making the transition out of the position of CEO at the Bedford Area Chamber. So that has just happened. And you'll
Breaking news.
breaking news.
So if you're listening to this podcast, you downloaded it, you'll be one of the first to
You
officially
will be
know.
one of the first
Congratulations
to know.
for being a listener.
Yes, this is breaking news. It is not out. We have not even sent out the press release yet. So we're giving our listeners this heads up, first information. Yeah, so a lot of change. So,
Well, congratulations.
well, thank you.
That's exciting. It's always an exciting,
When you make a change like that,
Yeah.
right? It is. It's just, and so we'll stay tuned, and I'll be able to let people know what is happening next. So I am just practicing releasing my brilliance as I read that book. So yes, but certainly it's been a wonderful, wonderful career, and I have enjoyed every single part of it and learned a tremendous amount. So always when you make those transitions, you're grateful for what transpired, what you learned, and you take that with you, and then you learn and grow.
There you
Continue to do that.
Continue to do that.
And change your world, right? Because that's what we all want to do, is be an influencer to change our world in the positive. Just like we've got this show, called The Vibes. We've got great vibes and
Mhm.
chamber vibes, but yet we want good vibes. We want our world to be changed for the better. And, we were born for this time and this season.
That's
So
right.
make the best of it. And that's what I say.
That's right.
Use your God-given talents and abilities to help change our world and empower others, and help them to be great influencers. Yeah.
And then go eat some sushi today.
And then have some sushi, because fish is always good for your body. Omega 3s,
Go eat some sushi.
Go eat some sushi.
You know what though? It is. I think I have been blessed to work with some wonderful people in Bedford, right?
Yes.
And you always I do not like change, right? But it is always necessary.
This is what I've learned, and I read this too, that people will say they'll embrace change, or they, not that they like it, but they, that sometimes they're like if you're if you are an employee at a workplace and your employer asks you, hey, do you like change? And everybody's hand raises up. Yeah, we'll embrace it, whatever. But it's always, they like change for other people, but they just don't want it to affect them. And it's even the little things like, where you sit at church, or where, you change, just any change is harder for some people. But I do think that we learned, especially through COVID, that, change is inevitable and you should embrace it and
swivel.
And yes. And now is the time to get, if you don't have a swivel chair, I would highly recommend that you get one.
Swivel.
Because it just makes change easier. Swivel with the change. Listen, thank you for listening to the Bedford Area Chamber Vibes Morning Vibes. We'll look forward to hearing from you and seeing you at our next event.
Wedded season. Duck season. Wedded season. I say it's duck season, and I say fire.
Okay, good enough. Now, Beth can come on the show. All right, welcome to the show.
Hey.
Beth McGuire, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing okay. It's been a kind of crazy day, but I'm all right.
Well, we're happy to have you on the show. Can you tell kind of those people that are listening, where were you born and raised? I'd like to know a little bit about how it all got started.
Oh, my. Okay, well, I was born, but I've lived in Highland County since I was about 5 months old, Highland County, Virginia, and that's where it all started.
All right. So growing up in Highland, which is not a very populated area, I guess you got your love from the outdoors there because of there's not a lot to do, so you probably spend a lot of time outdoors.
Absolutely. I'm climbing trees and playing in creeks and ponds, for sure.
So after you graduated high school, what got you? When did the becoming a game warden become a reality?
So we'll back up a little bit. In elementary school, I knew from the jump when they sent out that little form that you fill out what you want to be when you grow up.
Oh, yeah.
That I wanted to be a police officer.
Cool.
So all the way through school, like that was my goal. And then I went to Ferrum College and I majored in criminal justice. And in my senior year of college, I did a couple of internships. One was with the Highland County Deputies Sheriff's Office,
Mm-hmm.
and one was with Franklin County with the sex crimes investigator.
Mm.
And at that point, I kind of decided I didn't want to go the county route.
Yeah.
So I knew that I wanted to go probably the state route because I didn't really want to go federal and be sent to who knows where.
Right.
And so my plan, my senior year, in about March, was to apply for state police and at that time, Virginia Department of Game and Inland Fisheries. So the process for Department of Game came up, like the deadline came up prior to state police. And so I got my application in and all that. And once I started going through the process and kind of reading up on some of the things that they do, undercover work and canine and scuba diving, and it just all seemed like so much fun and being outside and not stuck to the pavement. So at that point, I decided that I wasn't going to apply for state police unless I didn't get it. So the process is 6 months long. It takes from the time that you turn in your application and that deadline is up to go through the polygraph and the background and the interviews and the testing, both physical and mental testing, or psychological, I guess. All of that process takes 6 months. So in September, and I remember it was September 12th,
Wow.
I got a phone call that I was being offered Highland County.
Oh,
wow.
And that the academy started in December.
Wow.
So
how is
that was it. That's how it started.
How is the academy for Game and Inland Fisheries different from a standard police academy, I guess?
So our academy is 6 months long. It's 29 weeks, 28 sometimes, depending. But I think it's usually right around 29 weeks. And so we go through everything that all the other law enforcement agencies have to go through. Department of Criminal Justice Services, certifications. All law enforcement has to go through the DCJS certifications.
Mm-hmm.
But then we also do man tracking and off-roading, ATVs, boating. We're trying to think of all the different things that we do differently.
Wow.
So we don't just do the main academy. We also have like the Green Academy. So that adds all the game warden aspects to it.
Yeah.
Working, learning how to work spotlighting and all that kind of stuff. So
I will say this, having been around, a lot of police officers and having worked with here in Bedford on town council, I got to work with police officers a lot. I will say this, being on the other end of it, when a game warden is coming to you, I never realized the risk that you guys had. I mean, it literally dawned in. Matter of fact, Trent and myself were sitting in the truck talking about it. Like,
we didn't really introduce that Beth was the one that nabbed us.
We'll get into that story a little later. But I'm just saying, at that time, it's like you're looking at it going, "Oh my God, you guys are coming out of the woods in a dangerous situation with
knowing that the people have rifles."
Right. It's another. Cops are a different story.
Exactly.
They don't know whether you have a weapon. You're staring down the barrel of a daggone rifle
on someone's property that.
Right. And I've been on that end where I've been watching somebody with binoculars and they pick up a rifle and look at me through the scope.
Oh my
God. Talk about your stomach dropping.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That was probably the scariest I've ever been. And I don't know if that's going to be one of your questions, but
no, that's great. I mean,
that was the most nerve-wracking for me.
Yeah, and then
the fact that he not only did it once, but he put his rifle down and then picked it up and looked at me again. So at that point, it's like, what was he doing? Was he loading? Like what? All these thoughts go through were going through my head, and the fact of the matter was, I was sitting in my game warden vehicle, and at that time, I had pink writing on it. So there's no doubt that he was looking at me.
Oh, wow.
It wasn't just, It's crazy.
Well,
let's get hot and heavy in that. Now we know you're a game warden, so
one question I have for you, though. When you came through, Beth, it's unusual, at least, and maybe I'm sexist about this, but I hadn't thought there were too many women. And when you went through the academy, what was that like for you? Or were there more than I know? I mean, maybe I just don't know. What was it like to be? I mean, what is the number there?
We are a minority. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, we definitely are a minority when it comes to the game wardens and law enforcement in general. Mm-hmm. So let me think. There were 5 of us that started the academy. Maybe it was 6. Let me think. Me, Jessica, Sarah. And I feel like there was one more. So there were 4 or 5 of us that 5 or 6 of us that started the academy, and 5 of us that came out of it. One less. Wow. So yeah, it was definitely a minority. But I never, throughout my entire career, which, as you all know, I've recently resigned. But through my entire career, I never felt inferior to the men. Mm-hmm. I never felt like they looked down upon me for being a female. Cool. I always felt like I was one of them. Yeah. And I'm the type of person, I get along with everybody. You guys could probably tell that on the hillside. Mm-hmm. But I don't. I never felt differently. Like I never felt like I was being treated differently because I was a female. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, I was a little bit more vertically challenged and couldn't just like hop over logs and stuff when we were walking through the woods, but they would wait for me. So, I think that was my biggest challenge. I was shorter. It took me longer to climb the mountains.
We're talking with Beth McGuire. She's former game warden for Highland County. So one of the things that you're not only are you a game warden, but I think people who aren't familiar with Highland County, you're not exactly in the straightest of terrains. So your job's a little tougher, I think, than other counties. I mean, it's difficult.
But rugged, very mountainous.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm. For sure. Yeah, you definitely cold. Have to know how to climb the mountains and
brutally
just
cold.
Take your time and get it done,
Yeah. What, you also, how about hunting? Are you an avid hunter too? Is it something you also take a break from work? Did you get to hunt? What about that part?
Oh, yeah. So, now that I'm not working during olive hunting season and turkey season, I actually get to go hunting more. That is the one downfall of the job, is if you love hunting, you're not going to be able to do it as much. But just like any other job, you get 2 days off a week. Mm-hmm. So, those 2 days are when you go hunt, whether it's rain, snow, shine, whatever. Most of the time, that would be how it would end up for me. My days off would be raining, so I'd be hunting in the rain. But yeah, I grew up hunting. My parents, my family weren't like real avid, like go everyday hunters. But yeah, I grew up hunting and got more into it, I guess, as a game warden, because I learned more about it and I wanted to do it more.
Gotcha. That's really cool. And then, but you're also... So game and inland, there's also the fishing part of it too. You're all season long,
right? So
you're also doing. You had a story. Absolutely. You had a story about a canoe or some kind of an event that happened to you. What was that one?
Oh Lord! So yeah, so that's a pretty funny story. So myself and another officer were on patrol in uniform at a place called Elkhorn Lake in Augusta County. And at Elkhorn Lake, there's like a little tiny dock and loading area for canoes and kayaks and small boats. There's no gas motors allowed on the lake. So that's how small it is. Mm-hmm. It's just a little impoundment that feeds into the Stanton Dam. So we were on patrol and we were walking along that little docking area, loading zone, and a canoe was coming down like the little channel that they have, because there's like a little peninsula that goes out, and then there's a channel between the peninsula and the bank, that goes up the mountain. Mm-hmm. And so they were coming down that little channel and saw us and just like tried to make a 90-degree turn right to that little peninsula. And it's like, where are you going to go? You're going just to another, like, I can get there just as easily. So as they were like trying to make this run for it, they dump over the canoe, and there were 4 of them in it, 3 males and a female. And so we meet them on the bank, and we're like, what's up? Like, what's going on? Well, they were all drunk. Oh, nice. One of them had on a little Superman, like PFD. On a canoe or kayak, everybody on board is required to have a PFD, a personal flotation device, but you don't have to wear them. But he had it on, so that's good, especially since they wrecked. And then one of them had like one of those big orange horseshoe type PFDs on. Mm-hmm. So that was fun. And so we get them all like to the landing zone, loading zone. And we're talking to them, trying to talk to them, trying to figure out what's going on. None of them had any type of identification. Of course. There was definitely a cultural barrier that we were having, trying to get things, talking to them. They did speak English pretty well, so that was good. Although it was drunken English with the dialect, so it was kind of hard to decipher.
Normal Howland County speak.
And there was one of them. We're getting to it gets better. So we were talking to them and trying to figure out who like drove there and trying to get somebody to like come get them. Like, we didn't know what to do. There's no cell service there. And one of them like was standing up acting like he was talking on the cell phone. I'm like, what is this guy doing? So as I'm putting, because it kind of got a little crazy, as I'm putting cuffs on one guy, and I have the other 2 already, the male and a female cuffed, and I'm putting cuffs on the third guy. The one that's pretending to be on the cell phone, like, takes off running. And Elkhorn Lake is in the middle of nowhere. Like, where are you going to go? Like, there's no town. There's no road. Like, it's in the middle of nowhere. Mm. So this guy goes running. Like, he still has the horseshoe PFD on and goes running, like, up the road. Yeah, it's crazy. So the guy I was with had already used his 2 sets of handcuffs. He's like, hey, throw me your cuffs. So I throw him my cuffs, and he starts running after this guy. It was just crazy. It was nuts. So yeah, that was fun.
Well,
We won't tell you how that all ended, but they all went to jail. So yeah, it was good.
how much?
And I think
Go ahead.
what?
I was just wondering how much danger. I mean, how many of those times you talked about the guy looking at the scope? I mean, my guess is whenever you check someone and they've had their licenses, you always have the one guy that either hates the government or believes in,
knows the law.
Don't tread on me. Knows the law.
Oh, knows everything about it.
Can tell you everything that you cannot do. How many times do you run across guys like that, and how do you handle those situations?
Well, honestly, and maybe this is where being a female worked to my advantage. I honestly didn't have a lot of people that wanted to argue.
Cool.
And if they did, I shut it down pretty quickly.
Well, I got to say, you were very.
You can continue arguing, and I can continue writing.
Yeah.
We can keep coming up with more stuff, or you can just chill out. But I didn't really have too many times that I really felt insecure.
Yeah.
With my job or what I was doing.
Well, your approach was very professional. You knew what the law, you knew what you were telling us. You were very calm about it. You actually thanked us in a couple instances. I was waiting for Brian to get out and take off running.
Yeah.
I didn't think that was going to happen.
I know. Listen, I had my own flotation device on. But I mean, what I'm curious about is, what would you say the percentage is when you were game warden of natives of Highland, and how often? Because I'm not a native, and I would imagine a lot of hunters and fishers aren't from Highland County.
Right.
Is it
so? The percentage of people from Highland versus those that aren't from Highland?
Yeah, when you're out with them. I mean, when you're 15 years or so, would you say is more
native, more residents
or not?
of Highland? Yeah.
No. I mean, it depends on the season. So, fishing, for instance, are going to be more people from close by. People usually don't travel and go camping and stay for weeks at a time at whatever to go fishing.
Yeah.
You have your regulars.
Mm-hmm.
For hunting, though, I mean, people, they camp and they have hunting camps and they, come out. And there are a lot of absentee landowners that come back for hunting season. Yeah. So I don't know, it's probably half and half of native versus not. And same with my ticket numbers. They're probably half and half. I know a lot of people know everybody knows who I am in Highland.
Yeah.
But, and most of the time, if I got a call from a native about a native of Highland, it was because they had an argument or whatever. They knew what was going on. I mean, I don't know, it's probably half and half. A lot of people come over from Augusta County and people come down from Pennsylvania and just all over. So everybody in Highland hunts or fishes. So it's probably half and half.
Brian alluded to this earlier. There's always the one guy in the family or someone that knows more about the law than everybody else and tells you they couldn't do that or they shouldn't be able to do that. Let me ask you this. I've always heard this rumor that a game warden is more powerful than an actual police officer. They have more powers. They can do things that even a more authority that a state trooper couldn't do. Is that pretty true? What is that? Is there anything to that?
Yes and no. Yes and no. Because I'll go with the no first. So all law enforcement in the state of Virginia, there's a code section that states that all law enforcement, whether they're state deputies, whatever, are ex officio game wardens or ex officio conservation police, meaning they can do everything we can do.
Oh, wow.
Whether they choose to or not is a different story.
Yeah.
So most of the time, if it's hunting or fishing related, they're going to pass it off to us.
Sure.
Which means we can then check creel limits and trunks and vehicles and, coolers and all that stuff. Whereas a state trooper isn't going to walk up to you and start looking in your trunk for speeding violation. You know, like that wouldn't make sense. So we still have to have that probable cause, but we do also, like, if you're on the stream fishing, we have every right to check your creel. You know, so.
Oh, that's cool. That's a great,
yes and no, because they could do it too if they wanted to.
That's a great answer.
Well, we always finish, and I hate to finish, but we are, you know, we can't do 6
We have the rest of the show, but I could literally talk to her another half hour.
Well, I mean, I hope you'll be willing to come on in the future, because you've got.
Tell me again, we'll chat.
All right, wonderful. But before you leave, we always ask our guests this one question: if you could choose any time in history, present, past, whatever, and you could choose a person, they don't have to be alive, it could be anywhere in history, who would it be and where would you hang out with that person?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Tough one.
This is gonna sound very cliche, probably, or
that's all right.
Something I'm not sure the word, but
just threw it at you. What comes to mind?
I would choose to live at the time of Jesus Christ and be one of his followers.
Oh, very cool.
Wow. Now, I mean, that's interesting. You know, most people would say, but to be a follower, that's cool. I mean,
yeah,
that's great.
That's really, really great answer. Man, what a great interview.
Yeah, we can't wait to have awesome. You back on. I appreciate it again. Yeah. Beth McGuire, former game warden in Highland County. We'll catch up in the future. Thanks.
Thanks. Take it easy.
Hey,
right,
thank you.